So, guys, we got to talk about a police involved shooting that happened in a city that I used to live in, Richland, Mississippi. Now, this police involved shooting happened at the Walmart within this town. And guys, I'm going to tell you right now, Richland is a relatively quiet area. Nothing really goes on. There's no drive-bys. I guarantee the police in this area, they see a lot of domestic violence situations where the woman is a woman going at the man or a man going at the woman, vice versa. There is a major highway that is going through Richland, Highway 49. So I'm sure they used to see like drug busts. I've heard about that, unmarked cars, spying what's going on because this is a major highway. And again, I used to live here, living in Richland. Matter of fact, I was in the school system there around like 7th grade. I stayed in the Chapel Ridge apartments before they changed the name of Chapel Ridge, and I also stayed in Southwind apartments. And I be in Richland every now and then. But again, this situation I had to do a video about because I wanted to talk about, the state of policing in the country as a whole. Because this was a dangerous year for police, like you guys see on the screen, these recent stats that came out. I'm going to read them off, and I also have the clip that I'm going to play what happened at that Walmart. But again, the narrative is to hate police. That's what the narrative is. And I believe there are more good officers than bad officers. But that's with every job. At McDonald's, you're going to have a good employee, and you're going to have the employees that come in smelling like weed, dropping fries on the ground, dropping a burger on the ground, and putting it back in the bag. Like, so it doesn't separate. Job is a job and people are people. But the thing is that the state of policing is trying to be politicized. Maybe it's already politicized. You can argue that because I would say that the Democrats, what they want to do is federalize police. And the last thing you want is legislation federally regarding policing. We saw Joe Biden sign the Safer Communities Act that had some in it about policing. But just look at these other countries. Federal police. What happens is when people are protesting in these other countries, you will get blown down, which means, deleted, because you can't say the K word on YouTube, but you will be deleted for going against the government narrative. So you can compare that to like the jab. I'm not going to get the jab, but boom, the federal police will claim they have a so-called right to take you out. See what I'm saying? So you don't want federal police. And this is why local and state is where where the focus should be at. Okay, now the FBI, again, before I get into these stats, the FBI is running around raiding 30, 40, 50 houses, talking about January 6th. But at the local Walmart, this loose screw finagles through the system. So again, the priorities of these people, and if the FBI was gone, let's say they were gone, I would say that the state bureau, because I know majority of states already have a state bureau of investigations. You expand that within that state and you connect it to local police. That's what you do, because the FBI, again, playing politics, in my opinion. So let's get into these numbers right here. I'll have a link to this tweet because it did go kind of viral on Twitter. Now, this year, 2022, one of the most dangerous years for law enforcement. Okay, the American police officer is facing a heightened level of danger. They certainly are. So you have 323 officers shot this year, 60 officers deleted by gunfire. Again, you can't say the K word. And then 124 officers were shot in 87 ambush style attacks. So people just ambush and just run up on officers and just letting it fly. For what reason? I don't know. Now, here is the picture. Oh, and this tweet also says we still have 10 days left in 2022. But here's the picture that is attached with this tweet. Again, I'll have it linked in the box below, and y'all can see the date right here at the bottom, December 21st, 2022. This data comes from the National Fraternal Order of Police. Okay, so that's where this information is coming from. Guys, like this is just a crazy situation. And again, man, and this is what I'm going to talk about with this Walmart employee. Businesses are already having enough time trying to find people to work for them. But when incidents like this happen, this kind of goes through the minds of people. Do I really want to work at a place like this if I can't open carry? It's making gun-free zones look mighty stupid. Okay, they look mighty stupid when incidents like these pop off. And you can look at things like self checkout, automation, calling, like it's called like robocalls, things that really arose during the Obama administration. This is what happens when you put the pressure on businesses. It's a cost saving measure, but at the same time, you can look at these things as people just not wanting to do these jobs anymore. Maybe these incidents play a part in that. I'm just being objective here because I think that things like this do go through the minds of people. Do I really want to work at a front desk if I can't have my firearm? How safe is it? Because they were saying this lady may have something going on mentally, and I'm going to keep talking about that. But let's play a little bit of this clip. Of course, I can't play the full clip because I don't want to get age restricted, and you can't show anybody getting deleted on YouTube. Let's go ahead and play it.
Then put your hands up. Walk out here where we can see you drop the gun.
Yeah, so you see that the officers are being very nice with her. Walk this way so we can see the gun. They're trying to tell her, hey, slow down. What you're doing isn't right. Now, this lady, the black female, now we know, first off, if this was a white lady holding another white lady at gunpoint, this wouldn't be no news. The media, it would have been a 50-second video on most of these media outlets and they would have moved on. But again, I think this is important to talk. I'm talking about a lot of different things in this video. The state of policing, businesses and how they, the hiring process, how they're struggling to hire people. It's just a lot going on. The state of policing in America, 2022 going into 2023. I think there's a lot of uncertainty. And these are the type of issues that people should be voting on, not abortion. But, anyways, when we're talking about going back to this, they've given her multiple warnings, and people on social media in the comments saying, hey, she may have had something going on mentally. She was calling for a news anchor. Hey, and maybe she did have something going on mentally, but at the same time, she was maybe given medication. Did she take the medication? I'm sure people in her family have tried to, put her in certain rehab places. You won't show up. You won't do right. So a lot of these things happen behind the scenes. And of course, you have these comments. Well, the officers just shoot her in the foot, shoot her in the thigh. But, you can look at people like Sean Taylor, the famous Redskin safety. He lost his life. He was shot in the thigh. But come on, you look. I used to work at a funeral home, in a funeral home in the ghetto. So a lot of people, there are major arteries running through your whole body. So to just say a foot shot, leg shot, arm shot, just stop it. It shows these people don't know what they're talking about. But that is a part of social media as a whole. Okay. So let me see if I can play a little bit more. If you see an edit, then that means I went too far. But I'm just gonna play a little bit more of it.
Put both of your hands up.
Give me a newspaper now. I just need a newspaper. Put the gun there. All I need is a newspaper.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop right there. I want to run the chance of hearing no gunshot or nothing like that because I really didn't watch that video fully before turning on the camera. But yeah, she was given multiple warnings, and the suspect. Now this was a hostage situation. Okay, so hostage / kidnapping. I believe the officers always have a green light. Let's say the officers always have a green light to take the suspect out in a hostage / kidnapping situation. I thought that was taught in police academy, and things like that. So the employee is traumatized due to this. You go to work trying to make ends meet, and then a situation like this happens, and it's like, what? I guarantee she probably can put in her 30-day notice. Again, a business potentially losing employees because of some loose screw, and she didn't take her medicine or whatever may be going on with her. Maybe she was drunk or anything. Again, this is Richland, relatively suburb. Nothing really go on here. So it's just really mind blowing. And this is a video that I had to make to really talk about it going forward. And officers, it's hard for people. It's hard for a lot of police, schools and academies to find new recruits because of situations like these. So, I think people should start backing the blue, especially in situations like this. Okay. This lady, you can't find her name anywhere on the internet. I'm asking around. I'm from the state. I'm from Jackson. Nobody really knows this lady. So it's like almost, I wouldn't say a cover up, but at the same time, she may have had a prior history dealing. Maybe she was a felon, and I would throw out a question: do you think the firearm was bought legally? Okay, because they love to say, "Oh, man, red states, all you gotta do is just walk in the store and buy it." No, you have to do a background check. It's a very strenuous process. Okay, so it blows my mind how people miss that. But that's just a part of being a Democrat, sort of being ignorant. When you are born into America, you automatically lean a certain way, which is another problem. So share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button. My prayers go to the employee. For the suspect, I don't know what to say. Prayers to her family, but at the same time, her family may have cut her off. Because you can only be the dope fiend or the drug boy or girl in your family for so long for your family to say, hey, I don't want nothing to do with you. Okay. So prayers to this employee. I wish I could talk to her, but I know she probably don't want to talk about situations like this. Okay. You almost lost your life and, luckily was saved due to police. So this is why local police is important. And this is why state politics, local politics are important as a whole. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel with CJ. I'll see y'all in the next one.